four-star wide receiver Devaughn Mortimer out of Dillard High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yes, another Fort Lauderdale prospect, uh, young man who's kind of burst onto the scene this offseason. Let's get right into his film. This is his senior year midseason highlight tape. You're going to see a lot of explosiveness out of this young man, and he catches everything.
Yeah, this is the kind of kid that you
Whoop.
yeah, just build a spread offense around, right? You put him in slot in with a lot of space. You get him the ball early and you kind of let him show off. He's kind of
Yeah,
that prototypical like slot receiver build, but that means less and less as time
he's
goes on, but just
he's he's like the best punt returner in like history of his area. Not a Florida guy, so I don't really know all that area that well. But Fort Lauderdale, he's like a record setter punt returner. So obviously has some explosiveness, some shiftiness here. I think we're going to look at it right here. Of course, that punt was god awful, but
yeah, what's fun about kids like this is you don't even need us to break down this film.
yeah.
It's just obvious. He's a step faster than everybody else. He's got moves that just are electric. But just reads the game well. Has a good feel for routes, and just you can't teach that quickness. So
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean he's just fast. He can catch everything. Fluid athlete. Just one of them Florida boys who can run.
yeah, so it's a nice little trend that you've seen in this class where a lot of these wide receivers and DBs are the kids that their teams are having return the ball on these kick returns. They're just finding these dynamic athletes, these guys that do well in space. You can see here, this is just a route that Florida State hasn't been winning very often.
Nope.
Just get them the ball out in space and make a move, make someone miss. And, that beats any scheming you can do if you have a guy that can win this one-on-one. I mean, that's nasty.
Yeah. He shows himself to be comfortable in tight spaces, which is a lot of fun to see. I mean, he's only 5'9". He's listed at 5'9", 160. I think that's probably being generous, but it's nice to see him comfortable amongst all the bodies. Kind of think he's willing to make a tough catch if he needs to. Goes up and gets the ball there,
Yeah, nice little high point there.
and he legit just catches everything. His coach is on record about like he's got like one drop in his entire high school career. I think he's a pretty special player, kind of a diamond in the rough. They found him when they were down there recruiting
Gosh, that's
Nigel
so
Kelly.
fast.
Um, yeah, he kind of brings it. He's just one of those guys, maybe not a pro potential player, but looks has the looks of a player who could be pretty stinking unguardable at the college level.
Yeah, just no. I think I completely agree. He might be a little undersized, and maybe he kind of grows into that a little bit. But at the college level, those moves are awfully difficult to guard.
Yeah,
Um, I'd like to see him a little bit more against some press coverage in this highlight tape. His offensive coordinator in high school clearly did a good job of getting him open looks out in space where he didn't have to face press coverage. I'd be interested to see if he struggles with a guy kind of being a little bit more physical. But as it stands now, when you get this kid with the ball in space, you gotta like it. There's a block.
yep.
So
You're not bringing him in to block. You're bringing him in to catch and run.
yeah. So I think this is a great get. Do you have any
Oof.
concluding arguments? There he is. So Florida State has not won that ball very often over these. Oh, that's not him.
Oh, that's him blocking again. Yeah, my concluding argument is this is the kind of player that they need in this offense. They need explosiveness. They need guys that can get down the field. Hell, they need guys that can catch the football. That's been a struggle in and of itself of late. So, this is a guy that I think you can rely on being consistent. You can rely on him getting open and creating space for himself. And ultimately, that's what this offense needs.
Yeah, AB disappeared here for a second, but yeah. So join us again for another breakdown whenever Florida State gets a new big recruiter, a new big transfer. This is X and Knowles. Please like and subscribe and join us for our regularly planned programming.